ladies and gentlemen, we're going to welcome our next act onto the stage and let's start clapping! Let's start cheering! Let's
I've just got to bring this up straight off the bat because it's bothering me. I suffer from obsessive compulsive disorder and none of you are sitting in the right place. I also suffer from paranoia and I think you might be doing it on purpose. So I was hanging out with a group of my friends recently. We were just hanging out, just chatting, it's normal sort of conversation, just talking about Christmas and sex changes. One of my friends turns out, she starts telling us about a documentary that she saw about a man who's having a sex change. And she said it's all normal sort of stuff, like they cut his dick in half and tucked it in on himself, which is lovely. She said the weird thing was they used part of his earlobe to make the lips. Your shocked reaction is a correct reaction, that is horrendous. And obviously my mind jumped immediately back to Christmas. And I thought, imagine her trying to play charades with her family. Film, 3 words, first word, sounds like. So I've recently acquired a brand new little nephew, which is great. It's really lovely. Because of that, I've been buying a lot of children's books to read to him. And what I've come to realise from buying these children's books is when you get a story with an anthropomorphised animal as a main character, and if you don't know what that is, that's where an animal portrays the part that would otherwise be played by a human, chances are that animal is there to be the cute face of something that's either really, really dark or really, really bizarre. So what I've been doing recently is considering what those stories would be like if you took those animals and turned them back into humans and the stories became their true dark or bizarre selves. Right, like my first example I'll use here is The Ugly Duckling, which would become the story of a young adopted girl who's ugly as fuck. And she gets bullied for that, obviously, and that's dark. Then she grows up to be beautiful and gets to rub that in the faces of all the average looking people that bullied her on her way up, which is great. And I think what that story teaches us is that we shouldn't judge people until they're older. When we know they're ugly. Now, I feel that works with a lot of children's stories, so what I want to do right now is just get suggestions from you guys of children's stories with animals in, and I'll try and tell you what those stories would be if you turned the animals back into people. Go.
3 Little Pigs.
3 Little Pigs is the one I normally finish on. Shit. 3 Little Pigs is the story of why you should be friends with somebody who's upper class.
Very Hungry Caterpillar.
The Very Hungry Caterpillar is the story of a young boy who has an eating disorder. And
Oh no!
it's fine. It's a made-up story. He eats so much that he falls into a coma.
No, my pig.
Look, that's just about the. It's not really about the animal, though, is it? That's
Goldilocks.
Sweet.
Nemo. Goldilocks.
Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. It's a story of a young girl who breaks into a family's house, and she just eats all of their stuff and like just messes up the entire house, like basically has a party, and then uses squatters' rights to make the family look like arseholes.
Peppa Pig.
No. I like cats. I've moved on now. It's a little bit. I like cats. I'm a cat person, and I'm often found sort of defending cats and fighting their corner. People often try and tell me that dogs are more intelligent than cats because dogs can learn tricks. But I recently witnessed something that kind of fights in my favour on this point. My sister brought her dog round to my house, and this is a dog that can sit and roll over on command. So, clever shit. And she pulled up into my driveway with the dog in the car, and the dog was excited. He was jumping around, he was running around, and as she opened the door, the dog jumped out and he ran. And he chased my cat, full pelt, down the side of my house, this far away from each other. And when they reached the corner of the house, my cat turned, and the dog ran into the wall. quite similarly with cat and dog people though. Like, who's a cat person here? You said, what's your name?
Me?
Yeah.
Stanislav? You can call me Bob.
That's what I'm just. Good. It's a lovely name. How are you? You well?
Yeah.
Marvelous. You good? Good.
Yeah.
Good. Excellent. Had a good night?
Yeah.
See, lovely conversation. A little bit. A little fragmented. But largely a lovely conversation with a cat person. Who's a dog person here? Can you stand up for me, please? Yeah. Thanks. And sit. Cheers, lovely time.